The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
What's good, Nappy? How you doing today? I'm feeling okay today. Something's been eating away at me and I haven't figured out what it was. And I sent you some messages in Discord. You might want to check on that. But yeah, I'm having this gut feeling that's eating away at me and I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't even figured out the source of it yet. Okay. Tomorrow's 12 to 6, so I think I have enough time to stream tonight. Hold on, let me tell you about this real quick before I do anything else on stream. And I tried to find her a new outfit. I'm gonna work on that during this stream. Oh yeah, Nappy. So good news on Rockstar. Before I get into it, Rockstar finally had an update. So yeah, a friend of a friend. We're just gonna call her my friend because we friended each other last night. We got to know each other. So my friend online, Justin, told me that Rockstar finally have it to where you can grind CEO stuff in private lobbies. Like everybody and their mama cussed out the CEO of Rockstar on Twitter and stuff. And then the CEO cracked and said, alright, fine. Y'all can do CEO, biker stuff, whatever, in friends only lobbies. Y'all don't have to make a solo public. Y'all can do it in friends only lobbies as well, so you don't have to worry about getting griefed. This game's been out since 2013. It is now 2022, and the developer is just now doing this. We can finally grind in lobbies like this and do CEO stuff without having to be in a public lobby. And that made me very happy to hear. It makes grinding on here easier. But why wasn't this done way sooner? Just saying, man, this could have been done sooner. GTA wouldn't have gotten deleted so many times. Outside of the fact that I get bored of it easily. You can finally grind in private lobbies. You don't even have to make a solo public. Come on, man. You know I have a point. Like, why would they take that long just to do something like that? Bro, y'all should have did this ages ago matter of fact, it should have been done upon release. You know what this is telling me? This is telling me that GTA 6, if they're putting stuff in the game that should have already been here, this only means that we're not going to get GTA 6 until a little while longer. Also, Nappy, I'm going to ask you a question in the chat here in a second, alright? About what future games you want to see on the channel, because TMNT is a big thing. Like, I'm gonna be streaming that for a while too. There's another game that I plan on streaming, but I want to wait. I'm gonna just say this Borderlands, but I was gonna wait till Nomad was around and stream it with him. I'm gonna just ask you right while you're here. Do you want to see? You got two options here. We got Batman. We got Yakuza. I'm not even gonna be surprised at what your answer is gonna be. What you want to see for next time? Because I could get either or. TMNT's a 10 out of 10. That's the best TMNT game I ever played. That game gets an automatic 10 for me. I would recommend it to anybody, especially beat 'em up fans. That game's a perfect 10, flawless game. Everybody on, well, I like majority of the characters, but I think my favorites is April. Mikey's godlike, bro. He's inspirational. April, Mikey, Raph. Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick favorites, but I have to say either April or Mikey's my favorite. Or Raph. Like, there's nobody bad on that game. I just have favorites. Because Mikey's mobility is off the charts, where he be bouncing around like a Mario character, going from mook to mook. But let me know if you want to see Batman or Yakuza. Yakuza 0, that's what I'm going to start off with. And I'm going to start off with Arkham City, I think? Arkham City?
It's on the way.
Because I'm going to get both eventually. But what would you rather see first? I picked the wrong. Arkham City. That's my favorite one. Even though Knight's clearly better, I just suffer from nostalgia. We might do Asylum, or either. Better yet, nah. We'll do. Is Arkham Origins on here? Okay, Asylum or Yakuza 0, because I want to. Yeah, Yakuza 0 is inspired. Like, I like Yakuza. I had Kiwami. PlayStation did some BS, so I had Kiwami free on Plus, right? I redeemed my Plus, and PlayStation won't give me Kiwami back. That reminds me, I'm about to contact PlayStation, because come on now. Oh, you don't have PlayStation Plus no more. That's why you don't got Yakuza Kiwami. I got the 3-month PlayStation Plus thanks to Zach from weeks back. Where's my Kiwami at? Where's Kiwami at, PlayStation? Where's it at? Why don't I see it? PlayStation. Where's Kiwami? I'm gonna just buy Yakuza 0. It's no big deal. I'll get it Friday. That's Tanya's face right now. I changed her look again. She don't look bad with blue eyes. What the? What did this game do to her outfit? Ah, there's my niece. My daughter. Same stone-faced niece. Yup. Stone-faced niece. Undefeated in staring contests. Inspirational. Give me 1 second. I gotta put this outfit back on again. You know, because of me, I didn't do anything. I mean, truth be told, yeah, I could have went to Tina Spelling Bee, but I don't know. I discovered that new DMC combo, and I had to like master it real quick before I went to her spelling bee. You gotta understand, man. Like, I was discovering new DMC3 infinite combos and stuff. Got caught up in the heat of DMC3, forgot to go to her spelling bee afterwards. Invited Nomad over to play DMC3 instead of going to the spelling bee. Like all those DMC hours I had on 3. And I got barely minutes with Tina's school stuff. Oh yeah, Nappy. Would you like to see Saints Row 3 on the channel? Hold on, where's my bike I got yesterday? I don't know if you saw it, but I want my new bike. How do you feel about Saints Row 3 coming to the channel? Like, that game is cool and all, but my only issue is replay value.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you...
Like, it's $10, but the... No, I'm hesitant on it, believe it or not. Like, it sounds good on paper, but...
I'll get there as soon as I can. I'll get back to it then.
The only problem is the fact that, like, Saints Row 2, you could go inside places, there's a lot more activities, there's a lot more stuff to do outside of beating the game. Check this bad boy out. I blew 3 mil on it. You know I had to get in the signature color. I mean, I like this color combo in real life. I got a pink shirt I wear to work. A pink polo shirt. Shania, I mean, if you're talking Shania, I could go all out for it. So, I'm gonna turn on some music. Bro, what did I come... Bro, shut the fuck... Bro, we're not even... I'm already annoyed and we're not even half an hour in. Shut up. Shut up. It's not... Ooh. Where's that short-haired chick? Like, I don't ever get annoyed with her. It's always this blonde bimbo right here. You stupid valley girl. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Okay? I'm trying to talk. Bro, Tanya's about to harass her. Okay, what did I come here for? What did I come here for? Like, this chick was running her mouth and I literally forgot my train of thought. Okay. Pink. Do we got some in black and pink? Oh my God. Shut the... Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Just walk away. Just stay cool. Stay cool, you say? I'll show you cool. Let me show you cool, bro. Nah. I'm about to whoop your... Alright, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because you want to talk all this trash, right? Check this out. Look. Here. Here, let me clock you out for today. Let me clock you out. God. Okay, let's go. You see this? Yeah, you gotta admit, this looks pretty dope. Well, no, it was 2 mil. It was 2 mil, but I said 3 mil because I blew some money on upgrades. Like I blew it in the engine and stuff. 2 million. Get this, when I logged into GTA, when I loaded back in, the game gave me $3 million because I was away from the game for so long. I got that much left, 900K after buying upgrades for it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think this is pretty dope. see something. Alright, so I'm gonna find somewhere to pull over at, and then I'm gonna tell you this story. It's this world domination story I want to tell you about. Now, I can't control your reaction, Happy. If you laugh, that's fine. But me personally, I'm not gonna cackle. I'm not even gonna laugh. I'm gonna turn on some music, and I'm gonna tell you about my friend's plan. So he told me about his relationship, right? I'm sure he won't even care if I talked about it, because Kat said she don't care if she's heard on stream or talked about for real. Let me know if the music's too loud. Turn on some lo-fi trap. Alright, can you hear it? So my friend said that, my friend online, Justin, I met, said yesterday, he said he had like some kind of, he said he had some kind of tumor or something he has. Like it's some kind of thing in his body that's killing him, and he said it's a demon keeping him alive, and it's the rage of the demon that's having him live longer. And he said his mom tried to exorcise the demon, but she realized that it was keeping him alive, and she didn't do nothing about it. Let me know if you can hear the music too. Bro, what is on the radio, bro? Turn this BS off. Okay. And then afterwards, he says when he dies, he's going to get reincarnated as a demon king, and he's going to go to the South, the racist South. He's going to kill all the sexist and racist people and make it to where it's only blacks and women down there that dominates. I'm like, what else do you plan on doing with these demon powers you get after you die? He said afterwards, when I get, like after I get my demon powers post-death, like he was dead serious about this nap. He wasn't trolling. He was completely sober. In case you're wondering, he was so 100% sober, not trolling. He was dead serious when he talked about this. He was all like, when I get these powers, I'm gonna go to Japan, kill every mythical creature. This ain't funny, Nap. Hey, this ain't funny, bro. He's serious, alright? He's serious. This ain't funny. He said when he gets these powers, he's gonna go to Japan, he's gonna kill mythological creatures. He says he's gonna be the one true demon lord of Japan. He's gonna have a demon castle and everything. I'm sitting here listening, I'm like, this sounds like a godlike plan. Trust me, I was 100% serious face, stone face, listening, not a cackle in sight. Not even a cackle, like he didn't even hear me chuckle once. He said with his new powers, he says, go. Trust me, I didn't cackle. So anyway, he said he's gonna use his new powers to kill Biden. He said when I get my superpower, my demon powers, I'm gonna kill Biden with my demon powers. I'm gonna kill that old ass. I was like, whoa. He said my wife, Soulless Cat, she's like a cat succubus hybrid. She's gonna be godlike too. And then I said, what else do you plan on doing with these powers? He said, basically, I'm gonna have it to where there'll be no more racism, no more sexism. I'm gonna look out for the elderly too. I'm gonna kill the people mistreating the elderly. I'm like, bruh. He said, just you wait. I'll get them someday when I can unleash it. My power is too dangerous for this world. I was like, too dangerous? He said, yeah. Like this rage of the demon, I can barely contain it now. I was just listening to this. I'm like, this sounds like a world domination plan, low-key. And we're gonna get into my plan versus his here in a second. So he said afterwards that he's Cherokee, right? He's Cherokee, like Soulless Cat. They're Cherokee. They hate Thanksgiving for understandable reasons. Let's be honest, Nappy. Thanksgiving, like that holiday alone is like, nah. Like if you know your history, you will know it's not for real, nothing to be celebrated for real. Like it's a high key, not even low key. It's a high key BS holiday. Like people really out here celebrating a holiday over some stolen and a race that was killed off in a genocidal manner. Nah. My favorite holiday is Halloween. That's like the only one I care about is Halloween for obvious reasons. Like that's literally the only one I really get excited about due to the parties and stuff and other reasons why I like Halloween. Maybe it's because I'm an edgelord. Maybe that pertains to the reason, but Halloween, that's it. Only holiday I for real pay attention to. Or it's a holiday to me. That ass bad. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so he said his people back in the day summoned a demon that was supposed to kill all white people. But instead, it killed off every race that wasn't Cherokee and he had to seal it back up. And he said he wants to go back in time and slap his people for doing that. I'm like, oh. Like, you mean to tell me I own Doom, I own every DMC game, and this stuff sounds like something that would come out of those games. Like, keep in mind, Happy, I was listening to him, and I was taking all this seriously when I was listening. I was taking it all seriously, alright? I'm like, so you and Kat seem happy together. I'm glad she's happy. He said, yeah. Kat, my wife, I found her busted up in a junkyard. I'm like, wait. What you mean busted up in a junkyard? How did that happen? He said, you see, my wife isn't really a human. She's an android. Keep in mind, he's not storytelling. He's not drunk. He's not high. He's not schizo. He's not trolling. 100% sober and serious. Okay? I'm just saying that much. Throwing that out there. I gotta keep clarifying so you don't start thinking that, because I know it sounds hard to believe. It's hard to believe somebody sober or someone who's not trolling would say something like this. But no, he's not ironically saying this. He's unironically saying this. Anyway, so I said, yeah, my wife Kat is an android. I fixed her up in a junkyard. She fell in love with me, and then we got married. And I'm sitting up here like, that's interesting. I never even knew your wife was an android. Like, you learn something new every day. I'm like, he's like, yeah, you don't want to mess with my wife. She got these special powers that could vaporize you, and only your boots should be left. I'm like, whoa, she could vaporize people, so only their boots will be left? Nothing else left after that? He said, yeah, my wife is powerful. She's a cat, succubus, android hybrid. I'm like, that sounds godlike. That sounds powerful. That's like some DBZ stuff. And I wasn't saying that as a joke or whatever. I was serious when I said that. I said, what's she like, Android 18? He said, oh, she's way more sexy than 18. And then, and then, good, I'm good. I had to take a second. Wasn't cackling or nothing, I promise. But anyway, so no, I'm good. So anyway, he said that she had this gun that could, like, how can I put this? Check this out. I'm about to type it in the chat. Back to the playlist. So afterwards, I'm just shocked at everything he was saying. And then he told me like his principal had him sent to a mental asylum without his parents' consent or his, and he came back all buff and swole and super strong like Broly, and the principal was scared of him. I was like, wow. I'm like, you got some crazy stories, man. Like me personally, Nappy, I think he's telling the truth. I don't know about you though, but I think he's telling the truth. But what you think of this whole thing I told you, Nappy? What you think about everything I told you? Thoughts, comments, reactions? Cool story, bro. What are you talking about? He's serious. I told you he's serious. Why would he make this up? So anyway, as far as like plans go, his domination plan doesn't sound bad in my opinion. Speaking as somebody who has a plan of their own, the only part we have clash about is execution methods, because I don't plan on trying to better the world with my plan. Like I really don't plan on doing that. Like I'm not really focused on better. Like it's hard to explain. Like my main focus is start it all over, like a soft reboot of the world. Like rebooting everything, meaning destroy, start over, and like have all new, all different teachings for the new generation. Like I don't plan on trying to find light and nah. What he's trying to do, he's trying to like destroy every like corrupt person, whatnot, yada yada, so innocents can live and whatnot. That's cool, but that's micromanaging. I don't have time to micromanage like that. I'm not about to sit here and try to find corrupt people, destroy some innocent. I mean, that sounds cool and all on paper, but like, you know how much micromanaging that is? No, I'm not dissing the plan or whatnot, but that's micromanagement. Like the cons outweigh the pros in this world in terms of people. It's way more shitty people than you're gonna find good people. So at this rate, like majority or just every human's gonna have to go with my plan. Like I'm gonna just program my way of thinking into like some kind of AI and have them teach the new generation that I'm about to start over after destroying like the previous one. Cause no, I'm not doing that. Like what's the point of a plan like that if your whole deal is to just micromanage? Like I'm gonna talk to him about this too. Like I'm gonna try to ask him these kind of questions. Like I don't plan on taking over this current generation. I want to take over in the world my way of thinking, meaning a whole new generation, starting over from like literal scratch. I'm not gonna try to sit here and take out all the like that would sound cool as a kid, yeah. But not now, though. Not now. Definitely not now. You know what I mean, Nappy? Plus, he doesn't know, like, my friend, like, Justin doesn't know if people are still going to be thinking in corrupt ways behind the scenes. They could tell him to his face they're good people all they want, but still there'll be corruption going on behind the scenes. There's a such thing as a stone-faced liar in this world. Plus the way let me tell you something, plus the way his plan of going about it is, it feels like anybody with a differing opinion would just get flat out like executed, even if it's slightly different. That's at least what it sounds like to me. I may be reaching, but that's what it sounds like to me. And I don't want that. Like if we would whole work together on a plan like that, low key, I don't know if my partner 100% be into that partnership due to like clash of ideals. But there's no specific gender or race I'm trying to look out for in the long run. Like all these humans just gonna be roped the same when I'm done. Grouped in the same. Generation's too far gone. I'm not doing this save you and stuff, bro. Like I wanted to do that as a kid, but my whole mindset changed as an adult. Does that make sense, Nappy? Bro, oh my, yo, I'm about to shoot this chick. I'm sorry, Nappy, I gotta do it. This chick is... So you mean to tell me I came here for your critique? Wait till my fit's done. Wait till my fit's done. I'm gonna wail on this chick. Something. Also, Nappy, are you hyped for Daredevil? I don't know if I talked about this in one of my recent streams. I might have, but you're hyped for Daredevil, right? Like the upcoming movie? Well, Disney bought the rights to Daredevil. And they're talking about doing their own Daredevil show. Like, they're working on it. And then Prince and a party read the script out to me that got leaked or whatnot, I guess. For Netflix, not Netflix, for Disney's Daredevil. With the same cast as Netflix Daredevil, but it's going to be like a soft reboot. Like, they're pulling a No Way Home with it and doing like a soft reboot of it. My bad. No, it's not going to be another season. It's a new show. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm talking about a hypothetical Daredevil movie. In a hypothetical sense, would you be hyped for a Disney Daredevil movie? If it's rated R, then I have faith in it. If it's PG-13, I'm not watching it. Like, Daredevil is a mature 17 show. Like, y'all fumbled Venom when y'all made it PG-13. People saying, oh, it's good, but you have comic book writers like me, well, no, I could consider myself a comic writer because I still write stories now, and I wrote stories as a kid. Comic book writer / reader like me, I'm like, bro, I'm not watching. I know Venom as a character outside of the movies and stuff. I read comics. I know Venom. I'm not watching a PG-13 Venom. Like, that's one of the things that drove me away from. I'ma still watch it. Like, I'll give it a shot, but I'm just saying, man, like PG-13 Venom, bro, like that killed it for me. I'm not gonna lie. PG-13 Venom, like if it was R-rated, there's no guarantee it would have been a way better movie, but it would have been slightly better if it was R-rated. You know what I mean, Nasty? Carnage, Cletus Cassidy, a serial killer. I know a serial killer is not enough to make it R-rated, but a character like Carnage deserves an R-rated movie. Y'all just spat in Carnage's face when you put him in a PG-13 movie. I spat in this man's face by doing that. Like, that's some bull. But yeah, are you hyped for... My second question is, are you hyped for the Daredevil soft reboot? The Disney Daredevil series that they're making. How they're going to reboot Netflix Daredevil and make it their own series. Like, they are restarting. It's not going to be another season after. They're restarting and making their own series with the Yellow Suit Daredevil. Remember Yellow Suit, beginning of his career? A Yellow Suit Daredevil series, like I said earlier. Same cast as Netflix Daredevil. Just making their own version of the show. It has no continuity. It has no continuity with Netflix Daredevil whatsoever. Just the same cast members. Now let me tell you something, Nappy. The minute if it's one too many jokes, if it's rapid fire jokes, that it's already a red flag. Do not Disneyfy it. You know what I mean by that, Nappy? Do not Disneyfy the freaking movie. For the love of God, do not Disneyfy the movie. I'm sorry, not movie, the series. I keep saying movie because I want them to make a Daredevil movie so bad. Because the last one was Garbanzo with Ben Affleck in it. Anyway. Please, I can't stress this enough. Like, I am sick and tired of the joking MCU shtick over and over again. Ooh, top range vehicle. Like, get this, Nappy. Imagine you boot up Disney Daredevil and they just have rapid fire jokes within the first scene. Like, I better not see Foggy, Matt's best friend, reduced to a joking character that starts out useless and winds up godlike at the end. Like, please don't Disneyfy it. Like, Disney, y'all screwed up a lot of stuff. Y'all screwed up Star Wars, y'all screwed up Marvel, and you're gonna keep screwing up Marvel. Please just leave Daredevil alone. That's such a godlike show. Best superhero show ever. Please don't fumble it with jokes and stuff. I beg y'all, don't do this, please. Y'all can't treat Daredevil that way. Y'all absolutely cannot do this. Where's my dude?
It's coming at you. Okay, I got stuff to do.
Like, I don't want this to happen. At some point I'm about to blow money on a Duke to get it fully upgraded too. Like, I know for a fact you're not gonna be on board with the whole joking Daredevil thing, are you? Oh, and Disney has the rights to Dragon Ball Z as well. Well, they do and they don't. It's weird. They have the rights to make a DBZ movie now. So Dragon Ball Z Disney edition. This should be interesting. Let's see if they make any Marvel or Star Wars references in that. Oh God, the last thing I want to see is a DBZ MCU crossover. It's gonna be mad cheesy. Dragon Ball Super low-key took that joking route. Also, Nappy, I seen this post on Facebook, and somebody said, hold on, before I get to the... Hold on. So many people like what? Tony, you hungry for bacon? Because I see some pigs in a row. Let's make some bacon real quick. Oh yeah, those MCU jokes? I don't know either, man. Like, I wish I could answer that. I really do. Joking Marvel. Oh no, I cannot afford to mess this car up. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've seen this post on Facebook saying the best decision Goku made was sparing Vegeta's life in the first fight, and it showed him and Vegeta working together in the meme. Like, it showed him. Remember when Krillin was about to kill Vegeta with the sword, and he was stopped by Goku, and it showed Vegeta helping him in a TOP afterwards and in a black art. Somebody said that's the best decision Goku made. I'm like, it's kind of debatable, because like, creating the Tournament of Power gave everybody a chance to live, so that's another decision that we made that was good. people in the comment section was going on about how they had a brotherhood and how together they had so many adventures and stuff and came a long way. And then somebody else in the comment section, Nappy, said that they was tired of seeing Vegeta now and he wore out his welcome basically. And they was naming off all the bad stuff he did before and after Goku spared him. And he said, I don't see why Goku spared him, this, that, and the third. I was like, oh. And people started replying to that dude saying, you keep looking at all the bad stuff he did. Look at all the good stuff Vegeta did. He did this, he did that. Like he saved Goku, he saved the cast, he helped in the Tournament of Power. I'm like, bro. Replying to the dude saying that he spared somebody that inevitably made bad decisions later and killed innocents. I mean, what you think of that whole thing, Nappy? Are you serious? Wait, can I just call Lester? No, Lester?
What do you need exactly?
Oh.
Oh, hey, you're in trouble.
I should have
Okay.
been called
I'll
Lester
deal
to
with it.
reduce the damage of the car, but it's all good. It's only 4K. I mean, do you agree with that Facebook post or not, Nappy? I was like, I mean, I guess it was a good decision on his end, but although it did cause issues later on. Also, Nappy, not surprised that they made that post. Do you agree or disagree with it? Because knowing you most likely disagree. I gotta tell you some lore about my family too, because I don't think you know a whole lot of my family lore, do you? You might be aware that, well, I have like 3 younger siblings, a younger brother, 2 younger sisters. My brother, he's like me, but he's not. Like, we're similar, but different, because, like, he's like me, but I think he's, like, a little less social. And, his name is Corey. Corey is 19. Kayla is 17. Connie is 14. So I think Kayla's as social as me. She's as social as me, and we listen to similar kinds of music and stuff. Like, she put me on to some music that she knew I liked, basically. And me and Corey play video games here and there and hang out together. Like, I'll take him to hang with Nate, Prince, and them. And then Connie, the youngest, she's cool, but typical little sister stuff, just irritating. That's pretty much it. So I'm not the only child, Nappy. Yeah, it's obvious I'm the oldest. I'm 21. But I haven't fought with Kayla and Corey in like years. Like that was years ago when I used to have battles with them and stuff. Like our battle arc is long over. Like I'm just saying that for you'd be surprised because I know it should go without saying, but a lot of my relatives have like a lot in common with me. I know my cousin Rajon, he's a Ken main because of me. And I plan on teaching him Akuma someday. If he's up for it, I'll show him Akuma and get straight to the point. And eventually get around to teaching him DMC as well. Convert him over to being a Virgil main. Teach him everything I know. So, okay, so my Uncle Michael's an anime fan, and he was very surprised at the fact that I haven't seen as much anime as him, right, Nappy? Like, he's seen Yu Yu Hakusho, he's seen Naruto all the way through, he lost interest in Castlevania, like, he's seen one episode, lost interest. He's seen Ranma, he's seen Ghost in the Shell, he's seen Death Note, he's seen Black Clover, he's seen My Hero, he's seen Demon Slayer. Like, he has me beat on the anime list. Like, he ran through a lot more anime than I have. He's seen all of JoJo, he's even seen the OVAs. He's seen all of Shippuden. He's a huge Naruto fan, he's a Kakashi fan. We talked about it. He's seen the original Baki, he's seen King and Ashura. Like, he was cackling when he heard I haven't seen as much anime as he has. He's seen all the DBZ. I think he's seen Super. I don't know, I haven't asked him. I can't text him and ask him, has he seen GT or Super? Cause he has like a Goku and Vegeta sticker on his card too, like a Majin Vegeta and Goku sticker. He said in his opinion, he said DBZ should have ended in the Cell Saga. He doesn't like anything past the Cell Saga. I was like, actually, yeah, I can agree with that. And he told me how Gohan was supposed to be the original protagonist. And he told me about Bruce Falconer and how he had like the original soundtrack in Dragon Ball Z. Bruce Falconer, Nappy, he made some godlike tracks for DBZ, but you don't get to hear it in the Dragon Ball Z show because of rights issues and stuff. And he told me to watch Yu Yu Hakusho, and I put that on my list. I just have a giant list to watch at the moment. I told him about Crybaby, and he said he's gonna give that a chance when he has the time. I think he might have seen Seven Deadly Sins. My uncle Khalik, he's seen Naruto because he put him on to that. He likes it. My uncle Abdullah, he likes anime as well. So that makes one, me, Uncle Michael, Uncle Abdullah, and Uncle Khalik. Like, the only 4 people in the family who actually watch anime and stuff. Yeah, but I'm gonna get around to Naruto. Like, I refuse to wear any Akatsuki merch until I actually watch the show and finish Shippuden. Like, I'm not gonna rock any Akatsuki merch. I'll rock a Naruto t-shirt, yeah, like I'm wearing right now, but I ain't wearing any more Naruto merch, like a headband or nothing. I gotta actually watch the show and watch it all the way through. I don't know why, Nappy. Something don't sit right with wearing the merch and not watching the show. I don't want to do that. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to wear too much merch of a show I haven't seen yet. There. He's also into superhero stuff too, Nappy. So he's like an older version of me, basically. Like he's also into superhero stuff. He's into video games. He's into anime. Matter of fact, my Uncle Michael put me on a Baki, and I recommended it to you. I know of Baki through my Uncle Michael. He showed me clips of Yujiro Hanma, and I was watching old school Baki, and I still got to pick the rest up. And my Uncle Michael also put me on to Dr. Stone, which is another great anime. Give me a sec. That's not a good way to think. There's some good shows. You have your whack ones, and you have your good ones. You can't think that way. You'll never be able to watch anything for real.
No one's looking for that plate.
Also, he hates Street Fighter, by the way. Like, he's told me time after time. I challenged him in Street Fighter 5 when I spent the night over his house, and he just blatantly refused my, That makes sense. He blatantly refused my challenge. He was like, he was all like, I ain't playing Street Fighter. That game is gay, because all you have to do is literally spam somebody for Fireball to win. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I ain't showing or nothing, but like, that sounds like a really bad experience. Like, I don't know what Street Fighter he played. I think it might have been like, it sounds like he played like either, I can't even say 5, because I don't even think not even 5 will let you get away with that. I want to say probably Street Fighter 2 let you get away with Fireball spam. He probably played 2 at one point. He's a Mortal Kombat fan. Then I played him in Injustice. We went back and forth back then. I think he won more than me because we was playing on home turf. Of course he was going to win because I didn't know Injustice too well. But I held my own. I don't remember if I played him in Street Fighter 5 or not. I don't recall if I did or not. But given how he feels about Street Fighter, if we were to fight in it, most likely I'll win. Also, I want to go on this journey, Nappy, for my final fight. Like, I was thinking about training in Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat. Like, I was thinking about training for this final fight. So, I'm going to tell you the lore behind this, right? My final battle. Like, there's an opponent I want to challenge. Within the family. It's a family opponent. My only problem is the fact that I don't know if he still plays these kind of games or not. Like, I wanted to fight my cousin Nate in, like, Street Fighter or something. Like, I heard he was like, people described him as like the family's Akuma, basically. And I don't think I ever got to fight him when I got older. Like, when I started to understand, I think I might have fought him as a kid, but when I fully started to understand how to play fighting games, we never fought for some reason. Like, as soon as I had an understanding of how the game works, we never got to have a rematch. I don't remember if I even fought him. I'd have to ask him the next time I see him. Like, have you fought in a fighting game before? And get this, you want to know what's hilarious? The biggest irony? So, when I got into Tekken competitively, I picked up Asuka and I learned her first. Like, she was my first character I got really good with. He said his favorite character is June. The irony in that, right? Like, he likes June a lot. I'm like, wow, I like June. Are you serious? So if we have a June mirror match, I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know, we both may be rusty, or maybe he still plays fighting games in his downtime, I don't know. But I'm eager to face him though. Because he named off June as one of his favorites, and me, somebody who likes Asuka and June, finds it ironic. They're like similar characters. I don't think he likes Asuka that much, because he said to my face at one point, he's all like, Asuka ain't all that, she ain't as good as June. I was like, wow. If he has a PlayStation, I'll try to add him and fight him, because I heard he learned the 100-man trick in Mario. He did this in a video game, he did that, I heard all these legendary stories about him. I'm like, I want to fight him in like Third Strike or something, or Tekken. Like back when I was playing fighting games consistently, my relatives was all like, you're good at the game, but you ain't gonna beat him. I'm like, what the? How good is he? And I told Prince about this dude, and Prince wanted to have a crack at him. So I'm like, you know what? If he still plays fighting games, I'm most likely gonna rebuy Tekken 7 because my Tekken disc is scratched up, and I'm gonna try to practice to fight him. Like, I'm gonna just practice in Third Strike on 30th. I ain't even gonna touch 5, but I'm gonna practice up in like maybe 4, Third Strike or whatnot, because I know he played 4. I think he told me he'll mess with 5. I need to get a PS3 somehow, or at least have a friend that has it so I could go over their house, because I have a copy of Tag 2 lying around. And I know as a kid, I used to see my uncles play a lot of that. I was gonna see if I could practice up in Tekken 7, Tag 2, whatever Tekken games or Street Fighter games I have in. I was gonna try to practice up, get in my feet again, and fight them for my final battle.
That one's cool.
That's my whole plan here. I'm mainly gonna try to lab up in Third Strike and Alpha. I mean, I could fight them off muscle memory, but I'm gonna try to refresh myself just to stay on the safe side.
I'll bring it to you. Alright, I'll get back to work.
Then, after that fight's over, I'm back off the sticks again. But not gonna lie, Nappy. Okay, I'll stop doing that. I got a text message and I ain't feel like replying to the PlayStation app because it takes 40 for whatever reason. There'd be enough blue screening for now. So, Nappy, can you hear the music, by the way? If I find out that he isn't playing anymore, I don't know, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because I was really gonna be hyped to fight him for a final fight. Like, that was gonna be the only reason why I was gonna pick fighting games back up again, was for that final battle with my cousin, basically. Like, my first and final battle with him since I got older, because I don't think I fought him after elementary school. It was probably a vivid memory that I have of fighting him, but it was most likely a beating considering I barely knew what I was doing. But I do take it as an accomplishment that I did beat some of my uncles in elementary school at Street Fighter. That did make me feel a little accomplished. Because they had years worth of experience, like an experience advantage, and I was just doing combos and stuff without even knowing what I was doing. I don't think I was mashing either, because I did know inputs. I just didn't know the technical stuff like I do now. Nappy, you remember my rival, right? I have a rival at an arcade. Like, it's a guy in his 40s that apparently he's trying to train to beat me in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I don't know if you heard the story. His name is O'Meal, by the way. And like, he recognizes me because the last time I was at the arcade with my friend Carrie, O'Meal walked up to me and said, "Hey, I remember you from last time." We got into like a whole long conversation. It's a one-sided rivalry. Listen, hear me out. Listen to the story. So O'Meal was like, "Hey, you're that guy from last time. I recognize you." And like, here's how he started the conversation. Man's just like, "Man, look at all that hair you got, and I got this bald head." That's how he started the convo. Your hair is like a freaking mane, like a lion's mane. That's how the convo got started. The second or third time upon seeing him. And then it led to him talking about his family business and his trip to Thailand and how and then I swear he said the funniest thing to me. He was all like, "You know the Taiwanese women," keep in mind O'Meal is white, by the way. My friend from the arcade. I know I have a lot of friends that are years older than me. I know. Some friends slightly younger, older, same age. I don't know. I attract the craziest people. I don't know why. I have no idea why, Nappy. I even question myself on how I meet so many wonderful and colorful, interesting people. Sometimes I meet different people for the good or bad. Like, either a new person I'm gonna like, be neutral about, or I'm really not gonna like them. It just depends on who they are or what they're like. Anyway, so O'Meal said, like I said before, remember, O'Meal is white, and he said, "Taiwanese women love black dudes. They'll love you." I was cackling, bro. I'm like, "Did he really just say that?" He said, "I'm serious, man. They'll be all up on you. They love them some black." I was like, "All right, bro." I was cackling, bro. He said, "You should definitely go there as a black man, you would get some women there." I'm like, "Bro, hype man?" I swear, I could write an entire book about, get this, my friend Kimberly from high school too, Nappy. My friend Kimberly, I haven't even told you about my high school life for real like that. Kimberly's a good friend of mine. We were mad close. And Kimberly was even laughing at my stories. Kimberly said I should write a book about my life. She said, "You have enough stories to write a book about it. You need to get this on a novel. Like, you will make bank, people will like it. You have you're one of the people with the craziest stories I know." I'm like, I do have a lot of crazy stories for no apparent reason. Like, it's crazy to think about. I'm just some guy who meets all these wild, different people. That's enough, Nappy. When did I get friend zoned by a chick? I don't remember getting friend zoned. And don't word it like I got friend zoned by multiple chicks, Nappy. Let's watch that context. It's not like that. I'm just saying, Nappy. Follows you, I would definitely pay attention to like context. Like, just pay attention to context, Nappy. Remember, don't make assumptions. Nobody likes that. Making an ass out of you and me when you do that. Now, truth be told, Kimberly is married now. She showed me a pic of her child. I'm like, she looks just like you. And she said, I knew he was gonna say that. Now, Kimberly was a crush of mine. Like, she had a crush on me and didn't even, like, I wasn't aware during this time period. Like, I think I was like, I don't know what I was. I think I was chasing other women most likely, but she told Prince that she had a crush on me and DMs from what Prince told me. Prince told me this recently. He said long ago in high school, she DM'd Prince talking about me the entire time and thinking of ways to try to get my attention so that me and her can date. I was like, whoa. But it was just like, I don't know, it was a two-way street because like she had a crush on me. I was thinking about going for the move. I'm like, what if she doesn't feel that way about me? Even though she clearly liked me, like it was just more like doubt on both ends. Like we both doubted that the other person would like them, and that's what kind of fumbled things in the long run. I didn't make the move because of doubt. I think she doubted that I liked her. Like, I think nobody communicated their feelings all the way through, and it fumbled things in the long run. And then she told me recently that she had the biggest crush on me in high school, and I was like, She said, you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm just a little shook and surprised. She said, well, it's okay. Like, things happen. I'm like, yeah, they do, but I was like, I guess you're right. So that night, I planned on getting on PSN, and I went to sleep. Like, I turned on some music. I went to bed. Like, I wasn't even trying to do anything after that. It was like a one-night sad fest. Like, it was like a one-night sad fest. Like, I got over it after that night. I got over it. But it was a heat of the moment, sad kind of deal. I cannot speak today. What is wrong with me? No, I'm not mad at you for the friend zone comment, Nappy, but it's just that, like, you gotta pay attention to context and not group all my stories into one like that. Because it makes me look bad on my end. You gotta separate girl stories when it comes to me. Like, you gotta separate them. Like, you can't group them all into one category like that. I told her in DMs, I'm like, to be honest, I didn't even think you liked me like that. She said, yeah, I did. And I'm like, crap. And basically, yeah, like I said, lack of communication led to pretty much not getting past friends on both our ends. That and I guess was chasing other girls and whatnot, I guess. I don't try to beat myself up for mistakes like that, to be honest, because that's not a healthy way to think. If I were to sit there and dwell on stuff like that, what I could have done back then, I wouldn't be happy now. You know what I mean, Nappy? Like, I can't do that. Like, I really can't afford to have that kind of mindset, because I'm not trying to be upset every day. Because I already get irritated with certain things and people, and I just really don't need the additional irritation. I don't know if that's a common thing in my family, Nappy. Cause you say your cousins think like you in terms of watching stuff. Cause I think my mom and my sister Kelly's the same way. Cause there'll be times when I hear them say they don't like people, and I think I got that trait from my mom most likely. Like, it's weird. I could be very social. Like, I like people when I don't at the same time. It's just more prominent online. Like sometimes I be getting like red. Here's how it is, Napier. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about me, okay? First answer this: do you hear the music? What about now? I brought the speakers closer. And I think it's really late, so I can't turn it up too loud, but let me know if you can hear it now. Like online, I'll be like, I'll be like this. I'll be like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this person or not. Like some people I didn't like off rip. Like some people talked online. I got irritated because there's something about them I didn't like. Like maybe it's the way they they rubbed me the wrong way. Like one person started talking online. I'm gonna speak in code for this person. When I met Pick a Side, we're gonna use his code name, the Merc, Chill Merc. So we're gonna call him Pick a Side though. When I first met Pick a Side, I didn't like him off rip. That may have been a foreshadowing of what was to come in the future. But the way he came off describing Street Fighter to me, he came off as arrogant, pompous, condescending, self-entitled. Like, it was just his tone of voice. I didn't like him. Everybody was like, this guy's so cool, he's great at the game. I'm like, yeah, he alright. How's he alright? I don't know, it's just his tone of voice. I don't like him. Just by the way he's speaking, I do not like him already. Like, I'm just that kind of person, Happy. Like, I may judge a person for speaking alone just because of the way they come off while they're talking, or I get a gut feeling that in the future I may not get along with a certain person. You know what I mean, Happy? Like, I had a slight feeling that Pick a Side was gonna cause trouble in the future. Pick a side. Pick a side. Why am I referring to him as that? And then and you got people like you, Nebula, people like y'all that I meet that I'm pretty much cool with. I like y'all, I don't got any qualms about y'all. And they have mofos like Denzel who I find hysterical. Denzel's cool people, I just find him hysterical. Like he's just funny. There's nothing I really dislike about Denzel at all, if I'm being quite honest. Pick a Side was yelling at me, Nappy, because basically he beat me in Street Fighter 2 with throw loops. In case you haven't heard the story or forgot, he beat me with throw loops. And I said, this dude's not good. He's just throwing me 1,000 times in Street Fighter 2 of all games. Like, I was like, I'll be more impressed if this was like Strike or Alpha or something like that, but this is 2, so it's not really. I wasn't really mad that he was beating me in 2. It was more like a whatever situation. What's funny is he raised his voice about me, but he never made me holler. God, like, anyway, I'm like, whatever, man, you're not good, you just throw loop. And then somebody's like, yo, Roxy said all you do is throw loop. He really said that? He really said all I do is throw loop? Oh yeah? All I do is throw loop, right? And then he was harassing me about sets shortly afterwards, worried about what one dude said about his playstyle. Everybody else called him good in the group chat, saying it's decent. Then I come along and say, you're not that good, you throw all day. Then he gets pressed about me. I'm like, bro, you got all these people in the group chat saying you're a good player. Then I come along, say you're not good, but their opinions all of a sudden don't matter anymore. It's about what Roxas thinks. Telling you, man, I don't know what I'd be doing to people. He said, oh, you don't think I'm that good? I'm like, I mean, you throw all day in Turbo 2. I don't think you're that good at 2. He said, sounds familiar. Type it in Discord, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say, type that in Discord. If that's another subject, you already know what I'm most likely gonna say about it. Hopefully you understand what I'm getting at if you type it in Discord. If you're referring to PH, wait a second. I think I know who you're referring to. Hold on. Don't say anything in Discord. I'm gonna try to guess it. I think I know. I know what you're referring to, bro. Hold on. Keyword, Nappy. Keyword, that's all I'm gonna say. Metal skin, that's all I'm gonna say. Metal skin. I appreciate you speaking in code. Nah, but this dude, alright, back to the story. These dudes are like, you say I'll throw all day, and get this, Nappy, get this. This dude had a hype man, like he had some 90s rap video or whatnot. Like he had his hype man in the background talking about, yeah, you talk about he's not good, fight him. You scared of him, that's right, you scared, yeah, you know he's gonna beat you, he's good. I'm like, bro, if we don't hop up this man's, alright, bro. It's one thing to be a hype man, but it's another to not have a mind of your own. Like, what was it? Like, get this, I didn't even know who this dude was. This was one of his friends. I'm like, I never even played you in Street Fighter or any fighting game. Haven't even met you before. I don't know why you're even getting into this. Y'all booted up, like, so let me get this straight. You was at work. You came home. Thought about me. Got on the game to challenge me. Man's had a girlfriend too, Nappy. That's the sad part. Bro had a girlfriend. Pick a side, had a girlfriend. Had a whole woman. Had a whole woman dedicating his sole focus on me. Get on somewhere. That's a whack. I don't be trying to, I just don't be trying to get into drama like that for real, because it's childish and it's irritating. Quite frankly, I don't got the time nor patience. But Nappy, I don't know how you'd feel if I had Jairus on the stream. Like a Jairus with a co-star on the stream one of these days, and like be the co-host. Well, I don't know about all that, Chief. I have an IRO co-host like Prince or Nate or somebody, but Jairus is a little iffy, man. I'm not gonna lie. He's a co-host. He's not touching my controller. I'm just saying that much. Like, You can speak and whatnot, but you're not touching the controller. How do I customize the penthouse? Because his joysticks were missing from the controller entirely. I'm good on that. I saw the way you treat your own controllers, and you're not doing my controllers like that. Don't really feel like buying a $45 controller.
Mr. Connors here. May I help you, madam? Well, if you need anything, we're only a call away.
I'm about to go gambling. Alright, Nappy, I want to ask you something, alright? Have you ever dealt with the people I dealt with before? While you answer that, I'm going to finish my O'Meal story because I think I got sidetracked. So, O'Meal, the dude I told you about earlier, he talked himself up like he was God, like at Street Fighter vs. X-Men. He said, yeah, nobody beat my Ryu and Wolverine. Like, I was doing all these cancers and stuff. Like, I was untouched in the arcades of Ryu and Wolverine. So I'm over here like, wait, so you just mean to tell me in arcades, you were the best with Ryu and Wolverine, you were untouched by anybody? He said, yeah, the best Ryu and Wolverine in the arcade. I'm like, alright, tell you what, you know where this is going. I said, there's an X-Men versus Street Fighter arcade machine right there. We should get some rounds in. I want to test your Wolverine and Ryu in action. So, we get to the arcade machine, we fight, it winds up 3-0. I had 3, he had 0. And then he said to me, he's like, whoa, man, your Ken is a beast. I used Ken and Rogue. He said, how long have we been playing Ken? I'm like, for years. I'm like, he said, you know what? I'm going to have to train up to fight you. This is where the rivalry came in. He said, I'm going to have to train up to fight your Ken and Rogue. Like, you're too much for me right now. Your Ken is a beast, and so is your Rogue. Like, I tore him up with Ken and Rogue real quick. Like, he was good, I'm not going to lie. He was actually a good player, but, midway through, I'm not gonna lie, like it was becoming one-sided mid-set. Like I did a DP with Ken on an arcade stick, and I tagged in Rogue, and she grabbed up Ryu by his shirt, socked him in the face, kissed him, tossed him back to the ground, and killed him. Then he took out my Rogue with Wolverine. His Wolverine was already dying. My Ken got tagged in and finished off his Wolverine. Like, I was doing Rogue combos, I flew in his face with Rogue, doing her flying punches, socked him in the corner, touch, 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 touch. Tagged in Ken, did a Tatsu and a DP'd him in the air, tagged in Rogue, she came in flying for socked him back down to the ground. Then we played Street Fighter. Oh yeah. I got mashed. Oh yeah, you did tell me about that. Oh yeah, Cobra. Anyway, so we played Street Fighter. Get this, Nap. We played Street Fighter Turbo 2 in an arcade machine, right? It was a new Challengers. It was some Street Fighter 2 game. All I was, it was not Hyper Fighter. We're gonna call it Turbo 2. We played Turbo 2, and I beat him with Guile. He had Fei Long, I had Guile. He said, how's your Guile so aggressive? Like, I was getting in his face, socking him all day, threw a boom in his face, walked up and tossed him, flash kicked him when he tried to jump. He said, I can't do nothing to your Guile. I can't jump because you're gonna flash kick me. And if I sit there, you're just gonna get in my face and pressure me. Your Guile. Yes. He said, your Guile doesn't play like other Guiles. God, what? I want a street race arc. What did happen during your whole street racing phase? Cool, cool. I forgot my train of thought for a second. Oh yeah, I don't think he went to fight me in any fighting games that night afterwards. Like he decided to just go our separate ways. He's all like, you know what, you whooped my ass enough, I'm good. I was like, oh okay then. Next time. So yeah, so next time I go to the arcade, I want to see how much he's improved. I don't have an arcade stick yet, but as far as I know, my skills on an arcade stick are proficient. I think I'm better on Street Fighter arcade and MK arcade stick than Tekken. Because in Street Fighter, the most I can do on an arcade stick is flash, as charge, I can charge and I can do inputs. So she ate a lot, gotcha. But I can do a flash kick, I can do a sonic boom on an arcade stick, I can do a Urian tackle, I can do his knee drop, his fireball, I can obviously do a DP easily, Tatsu easily, Hado easily, mid-air Hados I can do, but they're a little harder, Ragey Demon not yet, Spinning Bird kick of course, because I can flash kick on an arcade stick, so Spinning Bird is natural. Command grabs, I think I could command grab on an arcade stick. I gotta practice that a lot more, but for the most part I'm good enough to where I can play for Shoto no problem. Or a charge character, depending on who the charge character is. I don't really pick Alex on an arcade stick. Not yet at least. Like I like using Alex, but not on an arcade stick, because I don't want to play him without his full arsenal. I know at the arcade I saw two friends fighting Nappy, and I challenged the winner. I'm like, whoever wins, I'm gonna fight. He was a Ken player, and then we did a Ken mirror. I won that set with him. We both knew how to use an arcade stick, but in the end I won the fight. I said GG's, I don't know, he looked a little hurt that I beat him. I was like, I didn't mean to. Listen, all I saw was two people fighting and I wanted to end on it at the arcade. Like, I can't help myself at arcades. Hopped on, won the Ken mirror. I think we did like 5 games and I won all 5 games in the Ken mirror. Then one of the employees who worked there challenged that same dude and beat him with Yuri, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. I just got done beating him in a Ken mirror, and now he's getting beat by one of the employees using Yuri. The employee didn't challenge me though, but he kind of walked off after beating that other Ken player. I fought Nate on Soul Calibur for arcade, and I got mollywopped because I think it was a revenge set. Because I fought Nate on Third Strike on arcade and I beat him. He rage quit it. Like, he did a playful rage quit. He said, you know what, forget Street Fighter. Like he walked away after a few dubs I got on the Third Strike. Went to Soul Cal. I beat him once in Soul Cal. This dude came along and challenged us both in Soul Calibur. Beat us both, but he acknowledged Nate's skills. Then that same dude went over to Mortal Kombat on an arcade stick. Nate passed, like he turned it down. He's like, I'm good. So I was like, you know what? I'll fight you in Mortal Kombat. I wasn't gonna say no. I'm like, I'll fight you in Mortal Kombat. We could run a set. So I beat him with Liu Kang, and he gave me a funny look. He was like, all right, bro. Switch to other characters. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go back to Liu. I think when I was about to go back to Liu Kang, he had ended the set. Like, I think he got tired of playing because I was considering going back to Liu because he beat me with the rest of the cast. I'm like, I do not know these people that well. I'm about to go back to Liu Kang, though, get some more wins. He cut the set short afterwards. I think he sensed that I was about to go back to Liu. Honestly, Nappy, I'm gonna be real with you. I think the easiest game for me to play on arcade stick, Street Fighter wise, is most likely Third Strike and 2. I know that's hard to believe, but Alpha is very hard to play on arcade stick. Something about those inputs. 3,800 chips. We're betting on all black this go round. Alright, bro. Alright, Nappy, here's a question. So here's something I want to talk to you about. I forgot to talk to you about. Well, I told you this in Discord, but I was royally pissed playing Spider-Man 2 for PS2, Nappy. I was livid. I was really angry. And this was, yes, this has something to do with MJ again. It was an MJ thing. So Peter was talking to MJ. So I beat the game, right? I beat the game. I beat Doc Ock. Pete was all like, listen, I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I was Spider-Man before. I want to tell you so bad. She said, I think a part of me knew. I want to sock my TV screen so bad. Like, I said, you did not just pull an Amber from Invincible. I know technically Amber pulled an Amber. Oh, should I sell my chips or keep going, Nappy? I'm like, I know MJ came before Amber, but I'm gonna still say she pulled an Amber. Cause I seen Amber do it first. I'm like, no, you did not just do that. So you had a feeling he was Spider-Man and still got mad at him for not being able to show up places. Pete, you jumped all these hoops for this? Nah, Pete, no you did not. Uncle Ben got shot for this. Uncle Ben died for this. He got shot for this, literally. Remember, Nappy? He wanted the money for the car to impress MJ. That's how Uncle Ben died for it. Uncle Ben croaked for this? Unbelievable. I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep telling you this, Nappy, but not every interpretation of Pete is like that. That's Ramy Pete. That's not all around Pete. Like, you gotta read more Spider-Man, Nappy, because I keep trying to tell you, you can't group Spider-Man as the same person as the Raimi films. That's not, remember what I said? That's not comic accurate Spider-Man. Why you break? Oh yeah, you just slashed up in the dark. Worse than Netflix Punisher? Netflix Punisher is the best interpretation. I don't know why I like him for the wrong reasons. Remember that Punisher Daredevil rooftop argument when they was arguing about killing criminals and stuff? I was cackling, bro. Now, if you seen Daredevil, right? Remember that criminal Grotto? Punisher shot Grotto. He said this. He said, You either shoot this criminal, or you let this criminal get off and kill more people. Either way, you're a killer yourself for either decision. And Daredevil was like, what kind of choice is that? I was calculating, bro. He shot Grotto. Daredevil beat up Frank. Frank got back up and sniped for a criminal. I was calculating that Daredevil episode. Like, the Punisher segments made me laugh. The court scene was hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I saw Frank in a suit, I knew he was gonna blow the case, bro. I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm just itching to do it again. Coming to Big Fat Punisher. Ain't that right? Well, here I am. Why'd he holler, bro? Stood up at the chair. Well, here I am. You wanted, I give it to you. I am the Punisher. I'm right here. Hold on, bro. I gotta watch that scene, bro. Punisher blew it for himself in court, bro. He fumbled the bag at court. Well, here I am. You wanted, I'll give it to you. I did it because I liked it. And I loved it. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody got anything on Netflix Punisher. Inspirational.
I'm not crazy. Okay? I know what I did. I know who I am.
And I do not need your help.
I do not need your help. Just like that. In the middle of my right goddamn mind. And any scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down. I did it because I love her. Hell, I love her. I'm itching to do it again. You think what you did. You're gonna send me to a nut house. Some doctors are gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do. Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. I'm the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad
Punisher. Why'd he stand up the chair and holler?
Big bad Punisher. You want to hear me? The witness. I am the Punisher. I'm right here. You want it out there?
Guilty charge. Pleading guilty? Punisher Daredevil argument.
Shit, I just killed a human being. A human being who did a lot of stupid shit, maybe even evil, but had one small piece of goodness in him. Maybe just a scrap, Frank, something. And then you come along and that one tiny flicker of light gets snuffed out forever.
I think you're wrong. Which part? All of it. I think there's no good reason that I would have done this one. And how do you know? I just know. Look around, right? This city smells of soup. It stinks and smells like shit, but I can't get the stink out of my nose. I think that this world, it needs men that are willing to make the hard call. That's what I think. I think you and me all shit right. You know it. Only I do the one thing that you can't.
You're not gonna let it get up. I'm not gonna stay down.
Stay down. I make sure that they don't make it out on the street again. I take pride in that. What about Pokemon? You want to talk about Santa Claus? You want to talk about Santa Claus? I live in World War II. I see. What do you see?
Redemption, Frank.
And it's possible. The people you murdered deserve another chance to kill again. No, Frank, to try.
To kill again, rip again. Is that what you want? Why'd he say it like that?
No, Frank, to try again, Frank. You want to talk about Santa Claus? You want to talk about to try? And if you don't get again, Frank, to try. And if you don't get that, there's something broken in you can't fix, and you really are a nut job. What do you say? You are. You think God made you a one-man fire squad, but you're wrong. There is goodness in people, even in you. And you're going to have to kill me because I'm never going to stop coming for you until I take you down. You want to know why? Because you're insane.
Bruh. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. This is gonna be hilarious, bruh. Get this, Nappy. Whenever me and my friends have to shoot something in the dark in a video game, we'll call it a Frank Castle segment. Or we'll call it Frank mode. He's saying it. You hear this, Nappy? He's saying it in between blows. No, I'm serious. We call it Frank mode. Like, you know in Battlefront 2 how you have to play as a stormtrooper shooting in the dark? Like shooting Ewoks in the dark? I was on Battlefront 2 with Zach, and he was like, come on, Prince, play this Frank mode with us. Then Prince played that mode as a stormtrooper in the dark shooting at Ewoks. He said, bro, I'm not about to sit here and play Frank Simulator. Who are you, Bill? Do you hear him saying that in between blows? He getting socked in between that sentence. Listen. This is the best Punisher actor, bro. Better than the movie Punisher. Like, no Punisher actor's gonna beat him. Of course, both are not canon. I didn't bring up the Punisher scenes because you talked about Spider-Man. I brought them up. I played them on stream because I thought they were funny. Like... Is it bad I find certain stuff hilarious, Nappy? Like, I was playing Shadow the Hedgehog off stream, and bruh, like, I don't know, Shadow's, like, that game alone is funny, bruh. Like, it tries so hard to be edgy. Like, they butchered Shadow's character just for the game to fumble in cells. Like, I guarantee you, I kid you not, Nappy, play Shadow the Hedgehog and take a shot every time you beat Shadow and he says, this is who I am. Like, you might be dead based off alcohol poisoning. Like, you would die off alcohol poisoning if you take a shot every time he says, this is who I am. Like, he says that in half the endings. Every ending I beat, he say, this is who I am. Like, the dialogue will change up, but the ending sentence will always be the same. This... I had it as a kid, but I don't remember playing it. I got it for 15 bucks like months ago. One game store charged me 60 because it was fully in a package or whatnot. Funny enough, that same game store lets you play games to let you, like that same game store will let you play games to see if you like it before buying it, which I think is pretty dope. But she said she couldn't do that with Shadow because it was still in the plastic. I'm like, understandable. Alright, bro. played it when it came out. Was you hyped for it? As a Shadow fan, I guess it's a cool game to play if you like the character a lot, but if you're not a Shadow fan, you most likely won't like that game. But I'm not gonna lie, Nappy. In my opinion, the minute Shadow the Hedgehog picked up a gun is the minute he was character assassinated. Like, that's the moment his character got ruined. As soon as he held a Glock in his hands, that's the exact moment Shadow's character died. He hasn't been the same since Sonic Adventure 2. Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2 to Sonic Heroes was the same character. In my headcanon, every Shadow after Adventure 2 is a clone. Or excuse me, after Heroes is a clone. Like, alright, let's talk about this for a second. Prince had a good idea. He was all like, he said first off, Sega should have had the balls to make a Shadow solo game. If they was gonna do it, it should have went all the way through with it and just removed every other Sonic character except for Shadow. I'm like, that's true. He said second, it should have been revolved around Shadow's powers. Like, have him use Chaos Blast or Chaos Heal. I'm like, right, have him use his Chaos Energy powers, because as a Shadow fan, that game disappoints me. It does. I mean, I think I showed you my copy of Shadow. I got the red label copy, the greatest hits copy. I don't know what it did to deserve that, because Spider-Man 2 deserves greatest hits. That game is God tier. Shadow don't deserve greatest hits. I'm surprised Hulk Ultimate Destruction didn't get it. GTA Hulk for PS2. That game is God tier. I was playing that before I started streaming. Like, I grabbed the car, tossed it at a helicopter with Hulk. I was kicking civilians across the city. I ripped the car in half and used it as a weapon against, like, I ripped the car in half. I put the car parts on my hands as gloves and was socking stuff with them. Tease. Left up in the air, punched the copter up the sky. I'm like, this game is godlike. This is the perfect game to let my anger out on. Hulk Ultimate Destruction for PS2. I was running up buildings, kicking soldiers off buildings. Like, that game is inspirational. Took a bus, lobbed it into a building, blew it up. I was having a blast with that game. I love games like that. Anyway, getting back to Shadow, think about it, Nappy. If you want to hear my critique on the game, they should have removed the guns, removed the motorcycles, because let's be honest, Sonic and Shadow and their franchise, they're literally the fastest things alive. They're faster than anything in their universe. Sonic, Shadow, Silver. They don't need cars. I don't know why Shadow needed a motorcycle if he's literally faster than any other living thing other than Sonic. For Christ's sake, he can teleport with Chaos Control. Chaos Control, he could teleport. So why does he need a motorcycle? He could, and in the game, all right, get this. When you use, like, he can use the Chaos Emerald in so many different ways. Why does the quote-unquote ultimate life form, aka Shadow the Hedgehog, need a motorcycle? And why does he need a gun if he has all these godlike powers? He hasn't moved to where he could be like, Chaos Blast, and he can eviscerate everything on the screen. Like, he charges up his whole body and releases a giant explosion, blowing up everything on screen. Why would he need a rocket launcher if he could do that? They should have just took, like, let me tell you something, Nappy. Every weapon in Shadow the Hedgehog, they could easily just swap it out with one of Shadow's superpowers. You know what I mean, Nappy? Swap it off with, like, a different Chaos Control power Shadow can do. Rocket launches, Shadow could have used Chaos Healing to heal himself and get his rings back. That sounds godlike, right? I could make a better Shadow game with Sega if at the same budget. I'm not even exaggerating. I know what I want from a Shadow game, and I know what other people want for it. Give me the budget for that game. I'll guarantee you I could make a way better version of Shadow than Sega did with it. I'll have it to where if you pick a side, like, get this, if you pick the good side, the gun soldiers still shoot you even though they're on the good side. Shadow, stop killing the gun soldier, they're on our side. Every NPC whines about that. Stop killing the gun soldiers. Even if the gun soldiers even if the gun soldiers shoot them, if you kill them, they'll still tell you to not do it. Like Maria was shot by a gun soldier on a mission. I killed that exact same gun soldier. She hollered at me for it. I'm like, Maria, are you serious? That soldier just gunned you down for rifle just now, but I'm in the wrong for killing him? I was avenging. All right, bruh. Or when you choose the evil side, the aliens still harm you. What's the point of picking a side if the mooks on your side still harms you? At that point, I just wail on everything on the screen, Nappy. I kill the good and evil mooks. No matter what side I'm on, because there's no point in choosing a side. Because those same mooks still hit you no matter what side you choose. Like, it defeats the purpose. Like I said, the ultimate life form as a teleport, and getting back to what I was saying earlier, Shadow, one of his abilities, he can literally fly with the Chaos Emeralds. So he has flight, super speed, and teleportation. Again, he doesn't need a motorcycle. Take that out the game. The hand-to-hand combat, Nappy, was cool and all, but Shadow shouldn't have hands-up combat. Without, like, he should have had it like Injustice Flash. They should have programmed his combat like that. Like, he's not meant to sit still and punch with it. They should have given him like a speed punch or a speed kick. Like, he should be moving while hitting. Because hand-to-hand in that game sucks, Nappy. Shadow has to completely stop all momentum to try to punch his opponent, and it just doesn't end well for him, gameplay-wise. Like, it's way too reliant on the guns. Get this, Nappy. The amount of guns they had in Shadow, those could have been Shadow's Chaos powers right there we could have had. Chaos Blast, have him shoot an energy blast. Chaos Healing, as I mentioned earlier. Chaos Shield, have a shield over his body. Or he could blind people with like he could do like a solar flare kind of move with the Chaos Emerald, Chaos Flash or something like that. Wait a second, he could stop time as well. They could have utilized that a lot more in the game. I forgot you could stop time in the game if your meter's full enough. You know what they could have had, Nappy? They could have had like a Raging Demon move. Shadow freezes time, hits all the enemies, time unfreezes, and everybody dies. But oh my god. They fumbled all of that for guns. Yeah, I can see why that game flopped. Horrendous level design. Level design is bad. You pick, like I said, you pick either side, good or bad. The mooks on your side will still hit you anyway. The damage still counts. You still lose rings from it, which is stupid. Tedious missions. Bad hand-to-hand combat. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, Nappy, Shadow was a disappointment. You want to know something, Nappy? Get this. Devil May Cry 3 came out the exact year as Shadow the Hedgehog. Am I even hitting the freaking target? I'm wasting rockets at this point. Bro, where's the freaking target at? Oh look, now I got cops on me. Give me 1 second. This game is irritating.
Hey, which one of my skills is required? Can't handle the heat, my friend? Okay, leave it with creepy Uncle Lester.
Like, what'd you think of Shadow all around, Nappy? I'm about to fumble this mission because I'm playing hide and go seek with somebody I can't even find. Golly. Nappy, I'm not gonna lie, I would celebrate if we got spectacular Peter Parker on like live action. He was trying to tutor Liz. Liz was like, oh, you talking about geek stuff? I'm gonna just text Flash. He saw Shocker, Peter saw Shocker attacking civilians. He told Liz, he's like, listen, you need this tutoring session more than I do. So if you're ready to actually learn, hit me up. And then he plugged to go suit up as Spider-Man. And right after saying that, the very next day, Liz came to Peter wanting to get tutored. She's like, Petey, hello, Petey. Oh, it's Petey. Hello, Petey. Let's go on a date, Petey. Petey, you look good today. I'm like, what the? All this because he told off Liz with the tutoring comment. The tutoring comment led to that. Like Flash would get jealous. Like, what the? When did Liz start liking Petey? Or liking Peter? Liked Peter due to that tutoring comment. Like Spectacular Pete's godlike, bro. You need this tutoring session more than I do. So when you're actually ready to learn, hit me up. Poor Liz, but with that one line of dialogue. Like Spectacular Pete should have been in yeah, Shadow is mid. Spectacular Pete should have been in he should have been a live action Nappy. The only thing was Nappy, he was very messy with his relationships. Like MA was trying to give him a date MJ. He's like, oh yeah, Mrs. Nice Personality, making sarcastic jokes like that. Why would I want to date Mrs. Nice Personality? As soon as she was busted, Aunt May arranged the date anyway. He went to the door, saw MJ was actually attractive, got shocked. Went for MJ instead of Liz. Liz got jealous, tried to come back in Peter's life. Pete, midway through dating MJ, goes back to Gwen. I'm like, bruh. Well, he wasn't dating MJ. MJ admitted to being a free agent in Spectacular Spider-Man, dating-wise. A free agent who had the hots for Peter. I'm like, you mean to tell me you want to go back to MJ after being with Liz? I'm out of Rockets. This is bad. Like his priorities of women in that show was all the way screwed up. Like he kept bouncing woman to woman, and then he fumbled a harem, Nappy. Peter fumbled a harem because it was during the symbiote arc. He was like he fumbled a harem by asking her for money to pay Aunt May's hospital bills. Like he had the symbiote on. They said, we feel bad for you, Peter. We don't know what you're going through. We're sorry for your aunt. Sorry? Sorry? Sorry's not paying hospital bills. Well, we sympathize with you. You can keep your sympathy unless you got some money to help pay the hospital bills. And he fumbled her harem just like that. Symbiote Pete botched the harem. I was like, Pete, what are you doing? Fumbled the freaking harem. Like he fumbled that harem hard. Like he bridge burned a harem and ruined it with a bridge burn.
Why, hello, how you doing? Call me back when you figure out how that brain of yours works.
Also, Nappy, I gave you the homework list on Discord too. Out of freaking rockets, this is that grade A BS. Wrong car? Bro, where's the freaking okay, one more target, one more target. You think they're about spectacular? But I had a spectacular piece out of you, Nappy. And get this, right after the bridge burn, he said, we don't need friends, we need money. All he was worried about at Sibio Pete was getting money to pay Aunt May's hospital bills. He said, and more than that cheapskate Jonah's giving us. I'm like, bro. Resorted to working for gangsters for the money. Like Tombstone, they didn't have the rights to Kingpin, so they had to use Tombstone. It's unfortunate because Tombstone's a mook outside of Spectacular Spider-Man. He's a mook tier villain, but they made him look godlike in that show since they didn't have the rights to Kingpin, so they had to use Tombstone. Tombstone was like, all right, listen, I'll pay you some money. Is Spider-Man 3 done right, Nappy? I'm gonna play some clips from Symbiote Spider-Man from Spectacular. Like, Spectacular Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man cartoon ever. Why? Because it's based off, get this, Nappy, want to know the irony? Spectacular is based off the Tobey Maguire films. It was based off the Raimi films. And it was based off Ultimate Spider-Man. Like I said, literally the best Spider-Man comic to ever exist, Ultimate. Based off Ultimate and based off the Raimi films. They don't get more godlike than that. As soon as the cops leave, I'm about to go down there and assassinate this last target. Bro, if you pigs don't pull into a Dunkin' Donut already, I'm trying to get this mission done.
Hello? What can I do for you? So you don't want to get in serious trouble?
Nuh-uh, you gotta read the comic first,
leave it with
Nappy.
me.
Wait, Nappy, have you read the comic? Have you even read the comic? Like, you don't even know Ultimate Spider-Man that well. I don't want a movie because it's not going to be like the comic. How far did you... I'm about to die. How far did you get in there? Like, what half of the comic did you read? Like, what do you remember reading from it? Think about it. I don't want a movie for one simple reason. It's made in this generation. Ultimate Spider-Man in the comics, they was able to get away with certain jokes because it was 2000s. It's gonna be too watered down. It ain't gonna be the same. I'd rather not make an Ultimate Spider-Man movie. I don't know how that even happened. I think GTA is being retarded again. I'm not sure how that even happened. I got an idea. Hold on, we got 4 minutes left. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna recall the freaking oppressor ring. I don't got time for this. Give me 1 second. Like, GTA devs cannot program the AI for shit.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around.
Yeah, hurry up my fucking oppressor,
On the
bitch.
way.
Like, I was far out of their sight. I don't even understand how they was able to shoot me off of it. But this game is ass, so I'm not surprised. Like, this game is dog shit, so of course the AI is going to be horrendously bad when it comes to programming. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Jesus Christ, man. Three minutes left on the clock. Finally. Good grief. Think about it, Nappy. They was making gay jokes and stuff in Ultimate. Like that. Nah, they make it now. It's gonna be completely watered down. It's gonna be nothing like the comics. Nah. Fumbled. Like they were literally making fun of Flash. No, my bad. They was making fun of Flash's best friend because they said Flash's friend was gay for Spider-Man. They said, you're gay for Spider-Man, admit it. No, I think he's cool. Now you're gay for him. Not to mention that one joke Flash was like, get this. So Gwen died in Ultimate, right? Gwen was alright. Quick backstory. Gwen Stacy was living with Peter Parker and Aunt May. She was also Goth in Ultimate, which is another reason why it's the best version. Goth Gwen. So, yeah. Gwen living with them because her dad died in the line of duty. She hated Spider-Man because her dad died fighting an imposter Spider-Man that was killing people and robbing banks. Killed by an imposter Spider-Man, and Gwen's mom was a deadbeat, had a deadbeat mom. A deadbeat mom who divorced her dad and went to have a good time with her friends or whatnot. Like, you didn't even see the mom in the comments. She was just an off-screen bum. Like, Aunt May got into an argument over her, like an argument about Gwen. Said, this is your daughter. You gonna really ditch your daughter? What kind of mom are you? You're selfish. You're selfish, useless. And she hung up on May at rant. Like, May was about to lay into her. Ultimate Aunt May's godlike too. Like, that's the best interpretation of Aunt May, by far. I'll list the reasons here in a second. But yeah, when Gwen died, Flash was talking stuff saying you should have piped Gwen. He didn't say that, but it's basically what he was implying. He's all like, man, you had a hot girl living in your house, Pete. I would have had some fun with her. You wasted the opportunity. Look at her. She's gone now. You can't even do the deed with her if you wanted to. I'm like, all right, Flash. Flash had a crush on Gwen, was projecting on Pete. He was salty that Gwen died liking Peter and not liking him. Like, Gwen hated Flash but liked Peter. Liked Peter, by the way. You should have did the deed. You should have never blew a chance with Gwen before she died. Now you can't even have any intercourse with her. She's gone. You should have already did that when she was alive. You ruined your chances. I'm like, all right, Flash, that's enough. But he was projecting on Pete, all because he couldn't get Gwen at all. And Pete was able to pull Gwen without trying. He was salty about that. You had a babe like that living with you and didn't even do nothing. Like, I'm like, bro, right after Gwen died, this is the first thing you say? From my perspective, I think Flash was just jealous that Pete had Gwen liking him and Gwen didn't even bat an eye towards Flash. Hated Flash and his friend. Had a crush on Pete. MJ got mad at Flash, grabbed him by his shirt, started socking Flash in the face, wailing him, tush, tush, stop talking about Gwen like that, she's dead, tush, tush, get her off of me, oh! And Flash is hollering, and he's like, get this crazy woman off of me, like he was getting grabbed up, like she grabbed Flash by the back of his shirt, he's like, oh, get her off of me, oh, tush, 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 tush. I'm like, wailed on by MJ? Oh yeah, Pete and Wolverine, like, Ultimate's hilarious that Pete and Wolverine switch bodies. And Wolverine tried to home wreck at Peter's body. I'm like, what the? Bruh, Peter and MJ are sophomores in his universe, Logan. They're sophomores, for Christ's sake. Wolverine, what are you doing? He said, come on, babe, you should put out a little more. Keep in mind, this was during a body swap arc. She's like, Peter, I don't know what's gotten into you, but we're not old enough for that yet. He said, fine then, go play with your Barbie dolls, you tease. And MJ got mad at him and stormed off. Oh yeah, the ounce formula. Basically, the ounce formula was supposed to be the super soldier serum because S.H.I.E.L.D. was working on a super soldier serum, Nappy, and Norman Osborn was participating in it, making a super soldier serum. But everybody knew of Norman's status and they didn't want nothing to do with him. Like, I think he was kicked off the super soldier project. The ounce formula was supposed to be the super soldier serum, Nappy. And he started testing the ounce formula on animals and stuff. And if it's successful with animals, they're obviously going to move on to humans. And he put that formula in a spider. That spider got out and bit Peter. Norman tried to replicate that same formula on himself and became the Green Goblin. That's another thing I like about it, Nappy, is the scientific side of things. Like, I like the fact that Peter and Eddie Brock's dads, Richard Parker and Eddie Brock, the OG version, was working on a symbiote to cure cancer. It's supposed to be a cure for cancer. It's supposed to make you live longer, make you physically stronger, you know what I mean? And vulnerable to disease. That's why the symbiote was made. And this corrupt company by the name of Roxanne wanted to get their hands on it. So they orchestrated a plane crash to kill Richard Parker and Eddie Brock's dad to get their hands on the symbiote for themselves. Like, it's so deep and scientific. It got the humor, the scientific half, the action. You got angsty Peter. That's why I keep saying I love Ultimate Spider-Man. I was thinking about rereading it recently. Like, it's inspirational. But unfortunately, they killed him off for like Miles' run for it. Peter's run of it is over. I didn't really get to read Miles' run of Ultimate Spider-Man. I kind of mentally checked out when Peter got killed and Miles had his own run of Ultimate. I checked out afterwards, right after Pete's death. I'm like, yeah. Because I wasn't really feeling Miles much as a kid. I'm not sure how I feel about Miles now. I'm okay with him now, but my biggest issue is the Miles stroke. Like, it's hard for me to root for somebody who basically I know is going to get something godlike just because they made him to appeal to the audience. That's what kind of ruined the character for me. You know what I mean, Nappy? I was like, oh, that's cool, Miles did that, but at the same time, it's hard for me to be impressed by it because you guys are literally writing it this way to appease people. Like, if they gave Miles a genuine struggle arc, then yeah, I like him a lot more. But I never hated Miles. I never said I hated him. I don't think I ever said that. I was just saying, like, he wasn't really a favorite. I liked him in Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse, I'll give it this, Nappy. Spider-Verse portrayed him perfectly. Like, I like the fact that Miles started out struggling in Spider-Verse. Like, it was a struggle journey. Like, Miles wasn't handed everything to him. You know what I mean, Nappy? Gwen's arguably worse than Miles for me. I'll take Miles over Gwen. If I have to choose between the two, I'll take Miles, because Gwen being Spider-Man was completely left field. I get it, both their origins are left field, but Gwen was completely unorthodox for me. And that was completely left field. Spider-Gwen. But the Miles stroke is out of control, Nappy. They made a whole Avengers comic where Miles is the Avengers. Like, this is Avengers from the Ultimate Universe, and it's a whole team of Miles Morales as each member. He was Cap, he was Hulk, he was every male member of the Avengers, and they teamed up with current Miles, aka the Spider-Man version. I'm like, alright, bro, this is getting out of hand. A Miles verse, and they made a Gwen verse. Gwen had her Gwen verse, and Miles is getting a Miles verse. But how come you're not really a fan of him, Nappy? Is it for the same reason I'm not a fan of him for? I'd assume so. I'm about to go to my bunker. Clones? Oh yeah, true. There's nothing wrong with clone characters, Nappy. It depends on like the kind of clone character it is. Like how different they are from the original character. Because one could argue that my boy Roxas from Kingdom Hearts is a Sora clone, but he don't seem that much of a Sora clone in my opinion. Because they're so different in personality and everything. Like they have similarities, but a lot of differences too. Like if you can execute the clone perfectly, then I'll wind up liking that character. But half of clone characters I really don't like. Someone could make the argument that Shadow is a Sonic clone, but I don't really see that, to be honest. Other than appearance and powers. They have similar powers, but Shadow has different stuff to Sonic. He can use like chaos powers and stuff. Different personality, different color palette. Different backstories, etc. I like Kane Nappy as a Spider-Man clone. He's basically a Spider-Man clone that kills criminals. Like he kills his rogues. He snapped Doc Ock's neck. And he was tossing rogues off a building. A lethal Spider-Man basically. Like he has, and he shoots people too, because he shot Ben Reilly and he shot a few of his rogues too. And he has blades that come out of his wrist that he used to stab Carnage and kill him with. Like, Kane is my second favorite Spider-Man outside of Pete. If we're counting non-Peter Spider-Man, then Kane and 2099. Both of them kill people. But Miguel isn't a clone. That's 2099. Miguel's not a clone. He's a whole separate person. Kane's a clone, Miguel's a separate Spider-Man. Plus, Miguel has one of the most badass costume designs ever. I like 2099's suit a lot. Or the old one, the blue and red palette, not that white and red palette. OG 2099 suits. Looks great. Not a fan of the remake. Speaking of clones, Nappy, did you see what DC's doing? They're trying to have Red Hood and Superboy have a rivalry like Batman and Superman. I'm like, don't do that, bro. Come on now, y'all took away Red Hood's guns. He doesn't even kill no more. He's brutal, but he doesn't kill. Y'all gave Red Hood gadgets. Come on now. Giving him an arsenal like Batman. He's not even killing no more. He can't even shoot criminals. He's not even using non-lethal rounds. He just gave up guns as a whole. I'm like, alright, bro. So his main weapon is a crowbar. Turning characters into palette swaps. I forgot about this. rather do these with a team. I'm good doing that solo. Yeah, we're not doing that. Nappy, are you getting Gotham Knights? I took one look at the trailer and I'm like, this is gonna be the next Avengers. Like, why would I be hyped up for DC's Avengers? That's what I'm saying. He got Mystical Leap. Remember that, Nappy? Your favorite part of the game? Mystical Leap. That freaking Mount Dew jump. That Mountain Dew jump they gave to you know who. Mystical freaking Leap. But you can't make this up. Please tell me you heard of that, Nappy. If you haven't, it's fine. Basically, it's a double jump they gave Red Hood. Apparently in the lore of Gotham Knights, Batman's dead, and he said the technology he left behind was quote-unquote outdated, even though Tim Drake could teleport. Basically, it's a satellite for the Justice League that allows Robin to teleport in this outdated technology. He has a teleport device. So basically, Red Hood has Lazarus Pit powers, and one of the powers is the Mystical Leap that gives him the double jump in the game for green aura. And he uses non-lethal rounds in the lore too. And I think this is where the mission's fumbled at too. Let me see something. Let me back up a bit. Where's my freaking ray gun at? Here it is. Wish I had a freaking cargo bomb at times like this. We're gonna try that again. Alright, we're just not gonna do that mission.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? I'll bring it to you.
I'm not gonna lie, Batgirl is looking like the best character in that game so far. Oh yeah, Nappy, somebody on DeviantArt got a whole account dedicated to Chun-Li beatings. And they have it getting wailed on by randoms, other fighting game characters from our franchise. I'm like, bruh. Like, it was literally characters without a face wailing on Chun-Li. Alright, let's do this one last time. My name is Peter Benjamin Parker. Like, the randoms didn't have a face, they didn't even have a name. It was just random gray characters. Literally gray characters that were faceless beating up Chun.
Okay.
There's one for Cammy. They had Cammy once. Wait, no, there wasn't a Cammy account. I thought you made of Cammy beating up Chun. Juri's inspirational, so I know for a fact she doesn't have one. I've seen her track record as Street Fighter. She beat ass. Unlike Chun-Li. Man, how's she gonna self-proclaim strongest in the world but get wailed on by Vega? Like, you struggle on Vega, bruh. Nah. Oh yeah, Nappy, did you watch any of those anime I linked you on that homework list in Discord? I want you to boot up Sice Minos. If you don't know where to start, boot up that anime called Sice Minos. Like, boot that up very first to your homework list. Like, there's a reason why I want you to watch and run through the entire anime. Like, it's inspirational. It does make it more disrespectful. Blank faces wailing on Charlie. Whoa, Jesus, can I move? Damn, oh my God. They weren't just blank faces, Nappy, they were also nameless too, remember that. Alright, bitch. So. Oh, snap, I'll do it on the car, you know what? I'm going off a bang. That was inspirational. I thought I was about to fumble the missions while I said I'm going off a bang. Car still intact. Again? Oh my God, I came to a complete stop. Yeah, Sice Minos. Bro, move! Damn, you NPCs can't drive. Oh my God. Crashed into me out of nowhere. Get your sorry ass on somewhere. Jesus Christ. I got you. I'll link it after this. Yeah, I'm about to pull the plug on this mission because this is that grade A bullshit. Actually, I got proximity mines. I wonder if that'll be a... Well, only 2 fucking Molotovs? Yeah, but Sice Minos is on Netflix. I want you to start on that and let me know what you think of it. What the fuck are you doing? Alright, there you go. Alright, we're good. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, check this out. Jesus Christ, man. I came to a complete stop. I do not like that. And you got these NPCs with this magic ass fucking dead shot aim they got. This is fucking retarded as shit. I'm not even gonna waste my time with this mission no more. Don't know how much that's gonna pay me, but we're not doing that bullshit again. I need a fucking cargo bob. That's what I
You
fucking
going for
need.
some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
How much is a cargo bob?
It's coming at
We're
you.
going for that. I'm gonna try to do an easier mission because that's some bullshit. Rockstar can blow one if they think I'm gonna do that solo. Okay. Let's check for a cargo bob. Cargo bob. I'm gonna at least get 2 million before I get that. I don't want to be at the exact amount. I want to get at least 2 million. Just so I can have some left over. So I can regrind. Like, there's a reason why I want you to watch Seis Minos, man. Like a really good reason for that. Like, you may cackle at it. Oh yeah, Prince hates one of the characters on there too, with a burning passion. It's somebody I like, but Prince absolutely cannot stand to this day. Like, he made a whole story about how he got into a fight with this character. Whenever he thought about this character in this story, he threw up, he got nauseous, got sick. I'm like, bro, you really hate him that much? It's a male character. But when you get the DeviantArt, it is research in there, just to let you know. I have the biggest Ryona community in existence. Cool. And guess what? I have a world domination plan. Now let's see. No, the community ain't gonna matter. Because matter of fact, when a plan's actually set in motion, that goofy ass community is gonna be toast. They're bragging about a server of weirdos in it. Yeah, I'll let you have that one. You can have that. You got people to wait, Nappy. So when you saw that Kasumi account, what was your first initial reaction? Matter of fact, what did you even see going on in there, Nappy, if you even care to remember? You ever find a Cammy version? Oh. Fuck out of here. Okay, I guess we'll try to... What stock can I sell? I'm gonna wait till I got more people for that. I'm not trying to... We can do some supplies. We can at least attempt this solo.
Your lab team's crying out to break down a tank for pump.
Yeah. Shut up. Okay, I need a vehicle.
You through to your garage. You need me to bring you a ride?
Yeah, bring my
I'll
terabyte.
get there as soon as I can.
When you find me a Cammy version, let me know, Nappy. I'm kind of curious to see where the route's going for the Street Fighter story lore-wise, because I don't know what's going on in 6. It feels like a soft reboot, because I could have sworn Ryu, Ken, and Akuma died in the original Third Strike ending. And I'm just hoping they fix Ken in the story mode, because that ain't it, Chief. They fucked him over, like, big time. Let's do the supplies. He did defend it too. Do you remember the exact dialogue he said? I don't want to shoot too close to the supplies. Hold on, we're gonna test to see how big this explosion radius is. Ooh, this is an instant 4-star. I think I bit off more than I could chew here. I should have brought some Duke or something. Or more people, better yet. Why did the admin just change the name, have them change it off RIP? I shouldn't have took you to tell them. Wait, was it the admin trying to defend the name too? Like the admin justified it right before he told him to change it. Wait a second. The admin allowed somebody with the name Sexiest Lolly to stay in there, so I'm not even surprised. I don't know what in his right mind, what made him think that the name Sexiest Lolly was okay. There's a cargo bob nearby? That's cool and all, but there's cops near me. Bro, Q Jones' logic sounded dumb. He's all like, oh, well, it's a piece of paper, so it shouldn't matter. Like, that's a very scary way of looking at things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that mindset scares me, Nappy. I'd be lying to you if I said it didn't. That whole, it's a piece of paper, shouldn't matter mindset. That's a very scary mindset. Very scary. Bye-bye. Oh my God. I got carried away. I'm too trigger happy. I can't help it. I should have waited because I had a tank of my own. I'll attempt it again. I'll be so tempted to just blow stuff
I can't
up.
bring it right now.
This game is being fucking retarded. Spawn me over here. Can't even spawn my fucking vehicle in because my mechanic is a piece of shit. I could tell GTA is gonna be facing deletion soon. And it just came back to my console. Hey, Doom's gonna get downloaded in this place pretty soon if this keeps up. A game I actually enjoy. Oh yeah, I forgot he said that. Fuck am I calling Mitchell for?
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it to you.
The Susan and Mary are fictional characters. The Susan is better. Alright, bro, shut the hell up. Talking about this shit that really matter. They're fictional. Bitch. Like, bro. It does matter, because that shows me where your morals are and your way of thinking is. Like, you wouldn't dare say this in public. Like, you will not say something like that in public. I get that not everybody likes Lady D, but how you gonna sit there and say that Susan and Mary Nappy looks better than Lady D? How you gonna go that far? You know what I mean, Nappy? Don't you think that's going too far? Susan and Mary Tess look better than Lady D. I'm like, alright, bro, now you're pushing it. Like, you are heavily pushing it, my guy. Like, bro, no, I can't agree with that statement. Sorry, for like a multitude of reasons. The main reason being what you just said. Mad sus. Like, I googled Susan and Mary Tess. age afterwards. I'm like, hey, yo, they're like 12 and 13. What the hell you mean they look more attractive than Lady D, bro? I'm like, how old are you? He said 20. I'm like, all right, bro. You know they're minors, right? He was like, look at it, they're a piece of paper. I don't need the age of consent for them. I'm like, all right, bro. Yeah, jail is just a room. Like, shut your goofy ass up. This sus ass dialogue, man. Yup, FBI open up is correct. I'm like, do I have to take this thing? No? Perfect. And then he said Olette from Kingdom Hearts had a wet pussy. I'm like, Olette is 15, man. What the hell are you saying? He said, bro, I don't get why you're so upset about me saying this about a person that's not even real. It's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay. Like, no, it's not fucking okay, dumbass. Like, look what you're attracted to. Like, no sane person says shit like that. Like, if you was around her age saying that, it'll be okay. If you was like a year younger than her saying that, or like the exact same age as her, or maybe like a year older tops. But nah, bro, you're like 4 years older than her, bro. That's mad weird. My bad, she's 16. Yeah, but it's still weird either way. Like if he was 17 saying that shit, I would have given it a pass since they're closer in age. But you're nowhere near or close to her age, so you shouldn't be saying shit like this. Hey Nappy, remember that one comedy said? I actually like this mission. This one seems pretty straightforward. He was all like, why would Virgil cut off Nero's arm? He could have just, like, basically, for context, Nappy, Nero has Yamato inside of his arm. Like if you play Devil May Cry 4 and 5, Nero's demon arm has Yamato in it, Virgil's sword, and he wanted it back. AKA the sword that could cut through dimensions. Long story short, he cut off Nero's arm to get the sword back, and this dumbass dude in Discord is talking about, you could have just asked him to borrow his arm if he wanted the sword back. I'm like, number one, he didn't know Virgil was his dad up until mid DMC5. Like, from the middle of the game to, how can I put this? From middle to end to the game, he finds out Virgil's his dad. When he first meets him, he don't know who the hell he is. So why would he give a random dude his arm? Second, you can't give an arm back. It's not something you can just borrow and give back, dumb fuck. Third, Virgil's a fucking villain. What do villains do? They kill and take shit. Stupid ass nigga. God. such a brain dead comment to make. You know what I mean, Nappy? Asking a villain why would they amputate somebody? They're a fucking villain. Like, what explanation do they need? The hell? Goofiest shit I ever heard him say. Actually, it's like asking to borrow somebody's heart. Just stupid. Okay, this mission wasn't bad. I wish there was more missions like this. Yeah, just gonna get the high ground real quick. He clearly wasn't thinking. He was stupid. That's what happened. He was stupid. I get this, Nappy. One dude got heated with me because I compared Dragon Ball to Dragon Quest. Because, you know, they was made by the same person, had similar art styles. Like, he went on a tirade and said, Dragon Quest is not the same. I'm like, bro, you're typing in all caps. Like, I guarantee you, somebody like this would be hollering at me in a VC if he was actually man enough to talk and not a coward like the rest of that community. AKA the Ryona community. That's besides the point. Dragon Quest, hold on, it gets funnier, Nappy. Dragon Quest is not like Dragon Ball. You're mixing the two up. Don't you dare compare Dragon Ball to Dragon Quest. Like, I'm picturing him talking like this as he was talking in all caps as he said this. They are nothing alike. You know nothing about Dragon Quest. Don't you ever speak about it like that again. Yes, he was hollering over cartoons. He said, Dragon Quest is way better. You insulted the show by saying that. I'm like, a speech? A hollering speech? A hollering speech. All caps typing. What do I be doing to make these people holler? I said, it sounds better than Dragon Ball. Get this, he yelled at me for the same thing he said. Like, he said it first. I'm like, it sounds better than Dragon Ball. Like, he was the first one to say it. I agreed with him and he hollered at me for it. Don't you dare compare it to... I'm like, alright, bro. He could be doing literally anything else of his time right now. But I'm getting chewed out over comparing shows. They are completely different. Anyway, Nappy, oh, after this, I'm gonna do some MC stuff. What else? Oh yeah, he was all like, he said, Dragon Quest is a masterpiece. It is great. Better plot, better characters. I don't know what he said word for word. I mentally checked out what this freaking neckbeard was saying, but I'm gonna just improv here. going off what I think I saw. It's such a better plot, better characters, better writing. Like he gave a speech, bruh, an in-depth speech. I'm like, a speech?
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around. It's on the way.
Like it is leagues above Dragon Ball. For you to even compare them as an insult to I'm like, alright, bro, it's not even that deep, bro. Like they're both made by Toriyama, similar art styles, similar concepts and stuff. What seems to be the problem comparing the two? He said this protagonist is better than Goku, and here's why. I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and listen to this. I definitely mentally checked out because I can't remember what he said word for word. I think I did check out mid-rant. Once he sent a Goku gif, that's when I checked out the convo. Like when he got mad, he sent Mike. He got mad at Mike at some point. This same dude got mad at Mike for something. Mike the Observer, and he was sending kilowatt gifs and God gifs when he was pissed off. I was cackling when I looked at my phone and saw angry anime gifs, bro. Every time he got mad, like he sent UI Goku, he sent God, he said kill him. I'm like, all right, bro. Anime gifs because you're angry? Powering up in real life? How do you feel about that, Nappy? Be honest. That this dude took time out of his day to even do something like that.
You have a call coming in. You have a call coming in. 1-3-1-3.
Hello? Yo, what's good?
What's up, brother? What's up, Craig?
Nothing much. It's been a while since I spoke to you, Jerry. How you been?
Yeah, it's been a long time, pretty much.
We gotta see each other. Like we gotta hang out, man. We definitely gotta kick it. Definitely.
Oh yeah, most definitely do. Most definitely do. Where you at now?
I am streaming right now. I'm at home still.
Oh, you are? No, I'm saying like where you live at now?
Oh, Cold Rain.
Oh, you're not that far from me.
Wait, we're not that far, so we can hang out?
Hell yeah, we can hang out. I'm like 10 minutes from you.
Damn, all right. I mean, that's what's up. You gotta take. Wait, what you say?
I said, hell yeah, we gonna link up for sure.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that because I got work tomorrow from like 12 to 6.
12 to 6? Okay, bet. All right, bet for sure. I'm about to say I got work out in the morning.
Okay.
And after that, I gotta go to work from like 1 to 4. So I'll be good.
Actually, I'm gonna text you my address now. As a matter of fact, that way you can find me easier.
I bet. Yeah, that'd be better. Or I just asked my mom to call her back, call your dad.
I mean, whatever works for you, because we're gonna hang out either way.
Yeah, no cat.
It's been way too long since the last time we seen each other.
Man, hell yeah, way too long. What the fuck? It's been bad.
I got a lot of stories to tell you, man. You're gonna be dying.
I bet, man. I can't wait to hear them, man.
Like I've met a lot of crazy ass people.
Yeah, man.
Like the people I meet, like they say a whole bunch of crazy shit that be having me dying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it sounds like you be having fun.
I do. What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
Pretty much. I was just watching this baseball shit. I was about to get to go to sleep, but I ended up seeing your name. I was like, yeah, let me just get Cuz a call before I go to sleep and shit.
Well, you saw my name like online?
Nah, not online. I was just like scrolling through my messages because I was about to text somebody. But then I seen your name, and I was like, yeah, let me get cousin call, CP up.
Yup. I mean, I'm always up late, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Do you usually stream? Like, do you usually stream this late?
Basically, it varies. I could stream earlier if I wanted to, but I'll be trying to do stuff during the day.
For sure. Like, what you stream about?
What do you mean, like what I talk about or what games I stream?
Oh yeah, like what games you stream type shit, like what you?
Oh,
Cause I know multiple people have like different types of streams. Like they got streams they talk about the games, or they play the game while streaming, or like, you know.
all of the above.
Yeah, you do all that.
Basically.
Damn. Okay, that's fine. Okay, man. You be clowning.
Mhm.
Oh man, I'm already doing. I'm already doing. Yes, sir. Oh, bro, got it, clown. Got to. Let's see. Well, alright, cuz, I'm gonna text you tomorrow, alright?
Alright.
Alright, bet. I'm gonna see when we get tomorrow. Alright, cuz, good night.
Good night.
I love you.
Love you too.
Alright.
Alright. My cousin basically called Nappy. That was Jaziri. I haven't spoke to him in years. Like, we were born a day apart, basically. Like, he was born November 2nd, I was born November 3rd. I think the only difference between us is that, like, he's slightly taller than I am. I think he's closer to 6 feet. What's up, Punch Monkey? Get this jig out of my stream. Dropout Bear. What's up, Carrie? How you? Alright, I'm not sure if you heard, Carrie, but this stream is for humans. I don't remember my stream catering towards orangutans and monkeys, you know? But yeah, somebody get this monkey out of my stream. Dropout Bear. This ain't Planet of the Apes. Like, tell me why I saw Carrie in Lion King. Like, he was the monkey that was holding up Simba. That was Carrie. Rafiki, like, whatever his name is. Get this Vice Swigger up out of here. Alright, bro. I could smell the barbecue from all the way from behind the screen. I'm nowhere near you, and I could smell the hot Cheetos, the barbecue, the burnt chicken on the grill. A YOLO racial war in the stream. Oh God, when I say certain stuff like this, I pretty much already accepted the fact that I'm going to hell, pretty much. Like, I already came to terms with it. So I don't say too much at this point and cackle that too much that I shouldn't be cackling at. Like, I'm too far God at this point. Like, it's written in stone that I'm going. Alright, bruh. Shouldn't you be somewhere lobbing barrels at Mario, Donkey Kong?
Hey, you after some exercise? There's a job on the network on your operations center that might...
Oh, I just said I was gonna do MC stuff. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Yeah, world domination about to get pushed back on my players list if I'm forgetting basic GTA stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. I haven't spoken
I'm
to
on the clock.
Jaziri in
What
like
you want? Some wheels?
years.
I'll bring it by.
I'm gonna try to talk him into downloading Dragon Ball Legends once we hang out tomorrow. Maybe see if I get Nate or Prince to tag along, or you, Carrie, to meet my cousin Jaziri, because we're supposed to hang out after work. Because he's 10 minutes from here. I was just asking about him recently, too. He's definitely gonna cackle at all the people I'm gonna talk about, though, and all my crazy stories and experiences. What am I doing? I just said I was gonna go. Oh yeah, Carrie, you online? I'm stupid. I'm supposed to be at the MC Club, so what am I doing? I forgot my train of thought that fast. Man, if I'm forgetting stuff like this, I might forget my... Yeah, no, that's not right now. This is suicide. Oh yeah, Nappy, did I ever tell you I fought one of those Ryona people in Street Fighter 5, Nappy? They wanted me to pick the female roster and beat them up. Like, they will hit me up a Discord, tell me to load up Street Fighter 5 so they can get beat up by the female roster. Uh-oh, it's 3:01 soon. I'm about to cut the stream pretty soon. I didn't realize it was that late. I gotta be up tomorrow. Still. I mean, I only have to go for tomorrow. Like, I only have to go for tomorrow, and the rest of the week I'm off. Cause I think everybody's hours are kind of funny at my job, so it's gonna be like this for a while.
Hey there.
Ew, what?
What can I get you? That'll fix what ails you.
up a custom bike shop. How do I even do all that?
There you are. So long.
All right. Let's get to business.
What's your point?
Okay, okay. You doing some ball work, huh? Smart. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You
Hold
grab
on,
that
Tessie's
hook, you bring it
live?
back to the clubhouse without spilling it all over the
It's your
road.
girl, Nappy.
You're gonna have yourself a dive bomb everybody
I
talks
saw the
about.
news like that.
Word of
So,
mouth spreads fast in these crews,
yeah,
man. You know they like checking the
after
yak,
that.
yak. Yo,
But I don't
just
know.
keep that
Like,
shit
it's
stocked
just,
up, and they'll keep
something you
coming
gotta do,
back,
I guess.
and you'll keep getting.
Yeah, this is where I'm literally scared to drive. Cause yeah, like I don't want to die over fucking typing.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just gotta be really careful. The thing is, like, it's not you, it's all the other people who are like...
Okay, so like it wasn't you not paying attention. You literally were like a big fan.
A few of them, like...
I cackle when I see this chick.
I was not paying attention.
Okay.
But the other ones, like... Yeah.
That's really scary. So like if you get into a car accident, like how likely is it that you're gonna get injured? I'm just like wondering.
You know what, honestly, all the car accidents I've been in, I did not get injured. It's so crazy, like, I literally just got, like, a scratch.
Oh my god. So like is that typical or is that good luck?
I think it's just good luck, dude. I think it's just good luck. Crazy. Like, someone hit my mom's car last year, like, they, like, spun it around in the middle of an intersection, and I, like, didn't get hurt at all. It was crazy, and they just, like, drove off, too. They just, like, split. They didn't even pull over.
Oh my god, like that's insane. I've only ever been in one, and it was when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember it vividly.
Yeah, it's some scary shit. So that's why I I called my parents. Like, I called my dad, I called my mom, I called Vegan, and then like I went like I was like, who's live? I can talk to him. Like, it was you, and it's probably like 5 a.m. But
Okay, let's get this done. Whoa. Oh, okay, I'm straight. I'm straight. Oh, bro. What the? This thing don't shoot? Hmm? What's up with my freaking... There we go. I don't know why I didn't try to shoot while I was in cover, but okay. Okay, I think the next thing I'm gonna try to get in this game is a cargo bot, because I'm in dire need of that. Are they serious with this? I'm about to die. This fucking game, man. Just clearly holding X while I'm in a car and still get shot because this fucking game's trash. Let's try this again. Bitch. Fuck is the other enemy at? I just literally watched him wait till I got in the van to shoot. Even though I was just shooting at his boys in front of his face and he didn't even do anything. Well, I'm almost there now. Come on, man. What do you think is gonna happen? Party, dude! Party, dude! Now I want to play TMNT. Yeah, I'm about to boot that up off stream. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, I'm about to call her night after this mission. Alright guys, I'm gonna kill the stream here guys, and I thank everybody for watching, and I'll be streaming sometime next week or sometime this week or the next. Party dude!